Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at my top 3 chest exercises that you can do with one of these, a cable machine. And the reason why these are my top 3 is because they really suit the cable machine. Some of these exercises you can replicate with dumbbells or machines, but they're just more cumbersome or awkward or even more dangerous. So stick with me as we get stuck into our first exercise. Okay guys, so the first exercise I want to go through with you today is the single arm chest press. So you're going to need a handle for this exercise. If you've got a long handle like this, that's the one I would choose. When you do this exercise, it can rub a little bit against your arm or your torso, and just having this material rubbing against you is a whole lot nicer than the cable or all this hardware. But if all you've got is that short handle, by all means use that. So let me give you a quick demo of what a single arm chest press is like on the cable machine. We've got our opposite leg forward, we're nice and tall, and we're punching the weight forward like this. Now probably the closest exercise to this that's not on a cable machine would be doing something like a single arm dumbbell bench press. Now that's a great exercise, however it's far more awkward, it's far more cumbersome, and there's definitely an element of danger about it. When you're doing a single arm dumbbell bench press and that dumbbell caves in on you, it can turn bad very quickly. Whereas with a cable machine, it's super safe, you can't go wrong with it. There's also another big advantage to doing it on the cable machine. When we're doing this chest press, not only am I focusing on pushing this weight forward, but my body has to stabilize me against the floor. So my core, my posture, and my legs have all got to be nice and strong to keep me in position as I do this exercise. Whereas with the dumbbell bench press, we're just lying down on the bench. We're not supporting ourselves, so to speak. So let's go through some technique points. First of all, you want the opposite leg forward. Nice, tall, and proud is a good way to think about it. You want this cable under tension before you even start the exercise. So you don't want to be starting where you're right back here and it's loose. Take a good step forward, get it under tension, knuckles on top, and then we're punching forward and towards our midline. Now, where I see people go wrong with this is 2 places. One, their shoulders hunch up like this. We want to keep it low and depressed. The other thing I see is the shoulder doesn't move enough. It stays forward. We want to make sure that we open out, we stretch out this chest before we punch it forward, so we get a full range of movement on every rep. Once you've done, a nice safe way to put it back, hold it against your chest and walk backwards just like that. All right guys, let's get stuck into our second exercise. Okay guys, the second exercise I want to show you is a cable fly. This is an awesome exercise on the cable machine, and to be honest, this was the exercise I looked forward to doing the most when I first got this machine. The closest exercise to this is either the pec deck that you might see in the machine area of a gym, or doing dumbbell flies on a bench. And why I think this has got some serious advantages over those is the amount of adjustability that you've got with these handles. So guys, this is my bench. I highly recommend it. It's super sturdy, commercial grade, it's awesome. But if I want to do flies, I've only got 2 choices. I've got this flat bench, or I've got this incline. Go any higher and I'm not really working the chest anymore. So that's it, I'm kind of stuck with those 2 choices. Whereas the cable machine, I've got tons of variety. With this machine, we can adjust this all over the place to try and really fine tune the perfect angle where we feel our chest working the most. And what I feel the most, the height that I adjust mine on, might be slightly different to what you feel, because we're all shaped a little bit differently. So this is a really great exercise to really focus on getting your chest working as much as possible. All right, let's go through a few technique points on this. You might have noticed the way I got into it is I squeeze these handles in and then I walk forward with it. It's a nice safe way of getting in and out of the exercise. I push it out, super tall. It's about lined up with my sternum, and when I bring it back, You can see I've got those handles adjusted a little bit high, so my hands kind of come back towards shoulder height. And then I'm squeezing it right in towards each other. I'm trying to keep my arms stiff. I don't want my elbows bending like I would if I was doing some sort of press. It really is a fly, which means we need those arms to go nice and wide. Really focusing on squeezing the chest when we do that exercise. All right guys, let's move on to our third exercise. Just quickly guys, if you're enjoying this video and you'd like to help me out, there's a quick free way you can do it. Just pop a little like on this video, it'll help other people find it as well. Thank you. Okay guys, the last exercise I want to go through is called the X press on the cable machine. Now this particular exercise, it's really hard to replicate with most anything in the gym. And the reason is because with almost any chest exercise we do, our elbows never really go closer than shoulder width apart. But with this particular exercise, we're really trying to get our elbows really close to each other. And what that does is it works that final range of motion that the chest does. And it's a range of motion that, yeah, it's really hard to do otherwise. So the way it looks, I've got it adjusted very similar to what I would for my cable fly machine. And from here, I'm starting with those handles tucked in towards my armpit, and then I'm going to cross my arms over, and it's like I'm trying to touch my elbows towards each other. When I go again, I switch which arm's on top. So I'm always crisscrossing like that. And I'm really trying to stay upright and get as much of a squeeze as I can on my chest as possible. And this is really an intense contraction on the chest when you do this exercise. I think it's a really great finisher, one to put towards the end of your chest workout and really get a good pump on it. All right guys, I hope that's given you some good ideas on some chest exercises that you can do on the cable machine. If you'd like to know more cable machine exercises, check out this video over here where I go through 6 exercises you can do on it to get a whole body workout. All right guys, enjoy and I'll see you soon.